So here we are, Los Angeles. World's happiest place is another tropical nursery. This particular one is Emily Tropical Nurseries. It's in Santa Ana. The nice thing that I like about the Emily is, to me, it's a very niche nursery in the sense that really Emily is really my to-go place for specialty Annona varieties. I mean, Emily is where I got my red sugar apple and a few of the other rarer Annonas. But they also offer just your general tropical fruit trees as well, longans, mangoes, etc. Just wanted to show you really just some of the inventory. So this is the middle of spring. Inventory is not that great. They generally do get a lot of inventory, typically in the summer season. We're talking May and warmer weather. But yeah, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick tour of what they have here, just for the time being. Jujubes. There's a lot of jujubes here for some reason. Yeah. So jujubes, passion fruits. This pathway here, pomegranates of all things, not tropicals, but can't really go wrong with a pomegranate. Of course, Barbados cherry. Yeah, I really wouldn't even try with a Barbados cherry just because these guys are just a bit too, although they're technically zone 9B, which they technically can live in our area, they're just a bit too cold sensitive. Figs, loquats, another tree that you can't really go wrong, just because, I mean, when's the last time you saw a loquat fruit in your local supermarket? The reason why you don't see them is because the fruits don't ship well. I mean, as soon as these become yellow and ripen up, you really only have a few days before it just becomes bad. So best way is to just grow your own. Look at these massive rose apples. So I know I've mentioned this before, but as with most tropical fruit trees, get the smaller ones. Almost all tropical fruit trees, with the lychees, longans being an exception, miracle berries being exceptions, they grow really quick, really fast. So get the smaller one, you'll save a lot of money, and they have a better chance at acclimating to our environment. So rose apples. Yeah, rose apples. If you want something that tastes and looks just like a wax bamboo, and that does really well in our area, aim for the rose apple. So yeah, $85 for a 3-gallon. That's not bad. Sonam Cherry, another fast-growing bushy tree. Also aim for the small ones like these right here. Yeah, mine, it's going about 4 or 5 years old, but when I planted in the ground, it was about this size, and it's gotten about 6 feet tall now. So yeah, we'll take our summer and cool without any problems. Yeah, they've got a pretty good selection of Sonam cherries. I'm pretty sure these are the black varieties. Gumichama, very, very sun sensitive, so you're going to want to put it in a lot of shade. Same with the coffee, which is why you see most of these under the shade cloth, except the Sonam Cherry. These technically, I mean, you really don't need to shape them, but it wouldn't hurt. I mean, there's no harm in just providing some shade. Some Annonas here. I'm fairly certain these are probably either Etamoyas or Cherimoyas. Oh, back here. Oh, you know what? Let me show you the dragon fruits. Pretty sure these are the white flush varieties. Yeah, I see a W there. That very likely stands for the white flush varieties. And avocados. Can't really go wrong with avocados. Yeah, as you can see, avocados, they do need some sun protection. This is Los Angeles, and as you can see, it's not a huge fan of the sun. It's probably not also a fan of the soil as well, just because it seems like it's not able to uptake the liquid, the water. So anyhow, I'll take you to the other spot. The thing with Emily Nursery is it's quite small compared to the other nurseries like Mimosa, for example. Their inventory is not the greatest, but at the same time, I mean, they have just some rare stuff that you might be able to find here that you couldn't anywhere else. Yep, Jujube's still not waking up yet, but as you can see, I see new growth on them, so these guys are slowly waking up. Yeah, so I know I've mentioned this in the past, but just be mindful of where the tree is situated in the nursery. For example, if the tree is underneath a shade cloth like the ones you see here, give them some shade for a couple of days once you get home. So do not put them out in full sun. Just give them a couple of days to acclimate to our weather, just because right now, even though it's in the mid 70s in terms of temperature, it's about the same as in the Central Valley. Our sun is just a bit more intense than here, where it's a bit more humid. Stone fruits, these are peaches. Yeah, when you're coming to a tropical nursery, I would just skip the stone fruits. Ruby Supreme Guava. Longans. This is very likely a Kahala. More longans. Massive 25-gallon container. Anonas. These are, looking at this color, I'm pretty sure this is a Gaffner Etamoya. Yep. Yeah, those are Gaffners. Yeah, just price is marked on the container, so it really depends on the pricing of the tree, is really depending on the size of the container and also the rarity of that particular tree. African Pride. More Etamoyas here. They don't have a large selection of Cherimoya, and instead what they've been doing is using the Cherimoyas as a rootstock and then grafting the Etamoya on top of it. Mangoes. Valencia Pride. Yeah, as you can see, all of the mangoes that they have here are all grafted, which would mean the scion, first thing they want to do once they get acclimated is produce flowers and eventually fruit, just like this Nam Dok Mai here. These are two Thai jumbo wax jambus. Store fruit. Pretty sure these are cherries. No, these are orchid store fruits. This one's a cherry. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Camito. Store apple. Wow, these are good sized milko berries. Yep, Barbados cherry. And more selection of the longans and lychees on that side, as well as I see some guavas there. Yeah, those are 7 gallons and 15 gallon varieties. The Cepadella section here, I mean, yeah, I mean that's a massive size. That looks to be at least a 30 gallon, maybe a 25, but more like a 30 gallon. This is a yeah, it's a Cepadella Alano variety. Yeah, in Los Angeles they don't have any issues with the sun, but in Central Valley you're going to want to heavily shade your Alano Cepadellas. Lychees, sweethearts, more wax jambu. Not sure of the variety, but these are wax jambus. Yeah, look at this good sized coffee tree here. And then going down to the shade structure here, these are more the smaller seedling, smaller grafted varieties. That looks to be a rose apple. Of course, that is a jamun in small 1 gallon size. So these are pretty economically. They're quite affordable, just because they grow so quick. Yeah, again, my suggestion would be just get the smaller ones. So jamun / too hot there. More guavas. Huh, look at this. I don't know if you could tell, but this is a green thornless sugar apple. I'm sorry, green thornless Indian jujube. Achachas. Very, very sun sensitive in our climate. And these looks to be Guimachills. Yeah, these are actually grafted varieties. So yeah, 25 bucks, not bad. So anyhow, yeah, that is Emily for you. So yeah, just again, it's one of the other options that you can swing by. It's not very big, but they do have quite a number of selection. So anyhow, all right, have a good afternoon.